Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
oh boy, oh boy, is it coming together. We've got all kinds of stuff going on around here. It's great. We can go upstairs and get a full decoration view of all the rooms. It actually, I went through and did a bunch of stuff. I just locked in and we busted out interiors for all of our house. So now I just got to do the exteriors and give the fine details here and there. But our library looks good. We got our YouTube office in here where I make my videos. Some other stuff. We got our living room in here. It's looking nice. I even did the guest rooms, so they're all set up. I can have people come over and stay. The guest bathroom has been done. That little understairs storage area, another guest room. There is actually my room and personal workshop upstairs. I have the sniffers as a flooring area. They're fully automated. Thank you to Spooky Dokie for getting me my tuiles in there. They're fantastic. They just collect the seeds for me, and then I can go and take the seeds off to the greenhouse and plant them, grow them, do the things. It's going to be nice and productive for getting resources. We've already started selling the eggs in the store, so we're going to start selling fully grown flowers by the stack, hopefully in the store too. Is the plan. Depends on how many of them I use myself. I got my bedroom also set up and my bathroom even set up. It's rather cozy around here. It does feel like home now, which is really nice. And I just gotta do the exterior. As you can see, it's needing some love, but we locked in and we did the interior, so we just gotta do that for the exterior now. I think I have most of the blocks to do it with. However, I do want to play around with a few designs before I just do the whole thing all the way over. So we'll probably start with this section here and do like this front entrance here first, and then we'll bring the entire design over until we get to the back entrance and the back porch. Until then, I'm going to go to the test world. We actually have a test server on here. I can just do like /creative and it takes me over to a creative server where I'm still able to chat with everybody, and I'm still able to like access my build here so I can bounce back and forth within the same realm, I guess. I haven't played with it much, but we're gonna use it, I think, to design the outside of this building a little bit, and then we're gonna take that design and just bring it into this actual survival build. Until then, I'm gonna go play with designs. I'll see you guys in a few seconds for you. Okay, we are here on the creative side of the Xisumaverse SMP at our plot, just coming up with some ideas. This is a rough mock-up of just my big box, right? My storage room kind of shape, not as big, not as specific, and I have a couple wall design kind of ideas, and I was thinking something more scientific and such. Give some bands around it that look like it's maybe some sort of technology happening around the place, maybe charging stuff up and running fluids and liquids places. I'm not sure. We might even make it animated with some lights or something, but for the idea, this was maybe something. And then I also have some inlet walls. This just brings a little bit of color pop. What did I do? Oh, I exited the road. Okay. It brings a little bit of a color pop to the wall and a little bit of depth and dimension. I don't really have stairs that match. Like, the quartz is the best we got, and it's a two-tone that I just don't necessarily want everywhere. Some places are okay. Some places are fine. Like, I'm dealing with it around the doors as best as I can, but yeah. A slight interruption aside, another little wall design we've come up with is I've actually got two different versions of the stairs here, the smooth and the regular quartz stairs as the trim for it, but just a solid collar panel across. I don't know how we do the corners. We might go more quartz just to throw in some texture because the quartz does have this nice pillar texture, so you could like go all the way up the wall with a support. And that does change the lighting of the room a little too. Doesn't make it as vibrant, but it still does pretty nice. I rather like that, actually. I think the toning with that, we might even have to redo like the doorway on our actual house a little bit, which I already kind of intended to have to redo the door, I think, at some point. I just wanted it to kind of look nice for the time being, and kind of have the idea of what I was going for. I'm not sure. I do like the windows. The windows are nice too. But the solid panel gives me the ability to put things against the wall. I can fill this with maps and art, which I've been buying and collecting tons of. I can put different maps of my own structures and areas in there. I can even put banners and such and heads on display there. And it just gives a little bit more depth to the wall while keeping the outside out of view. I could do like a panel, I guess, with a window with trim also, and we could see how that looks. Hello? And that's not terrible either. I do rather like the collar trim around with the window seal being blue. We might go something like that. I was trying to get a coloration in mind. I don't know if I'll go with blue. I think we like the green. I think is my favorite color, and I just don't use it enough. And since I'm using concrete, I really want to use it. This is like the best green block in the game, in my opinion. So I would really like to use it since I'm building with the material. I do actually rather like that. We might do a combination of this and that over there for the walls. I don't know if I'll do this as much. I don't really have any real reason for why this idea came to me. I'm not really sure what to do with this. This might end up being some sort of tunnel or something somewhere instead. I think this would be cool to fly through, but not put around a building, I think. I had like an idea sort of in my head at like 3 a.m. when I came up with that one. So we're probably gonna scratch that one. We might do bits and pieces of it. I'm not too sure. I want some other types of, I think, modern blocks. I think if I went with the frog lights, they do a good glow texture too. There might be a shop where I can buy some of those. We might add some frog lights in there, and then I'm thinking if I can get a hold of some calcite, we add some calcite into the palette just a little bit, and then I have this snow block, which I realize is super useful. It's white, so it matches the color palette quite a bit, but I can also do layers in different heights with the snow layers, so I can texture different parts of the house, like so. And then I can just have the most casual staircases up. But as it goes, I'm not sinking into it, although it does seem to melt with the frog light. So maybe I do have to make sure what lighting sources I use and how close it is to lighting. But this would be a great trim block to be able to throw just in here. It doesn't really work with the stairs so much, but I can more or less get out a third person. I can give myself a little incline all the way to the stairs, around the corners and such, which seems to be an awesome idea. We could have almost a corner staircase. as a ledge. And that could even be done for like roofing and such too. You could use this for so many different things. I am kind of mad that I don't build in white enough, because this is actually a super useful feature, these snow layers. We're gonna probably be collecting a small snow farm. We'll make a frosty, get ourselves a pet snow golem going on, and I'll just sit there with all the things set up and ready. I think I need some sort of contrast to it. There's no blocks in these. We have plenty of colors to choose from. I think green is our main go-to, and the blue. We might throw in little hints of gray, light gray, just to match with the modern-esque theme. Black is a given. I'm thinking the cyan, because it's a little bit of a mix between the blue and the green, so we'll do like these as a color palette probably throughout the entire decorations as much as possible. It'll allow us to use a plethora of different concretes, our main colors actually being these, which will pop out. Should be a good little setup to do. We'll see what I can do. I'm gonna get back over to the survival world, and we'll see about messing with maybe this creative plot one day, because this is technically on the server also, so everybody can come and visit this. And right now I've just been using it for like texture testing and some redstone testing, and it really just keeps getting reset and used for testing. So I mean, we can maybe turn this into a decorative build sometime. We'll go through a week or so where we just play in creative and see what I can build. Absolutely, completely off the top of my head. Just we'll do the build challenge of seeing what comes up with what I'm given. No specific theme or idea. Who knows? Maybe I'll build a creative version of the base that I'm building in the survival world, so people can see the finished idea and walk through what I'm working towards before it gets done in the desert. Without further ado, though, I'm going to get back over to survival where we belong. Okay, for generalized mock-up, I have this setup here in the dining room. Still gotta put the glass in. We will get to that. I'm gonna have to do some detail work around the door, but we've brought it out a little bit and bezeled it and kind of given it a little bit of a curve, while still keeping the bezel inwards on this side also. The next goal is going to be the kitchen over here on this wall, which is basically the length of the building, which we are actually just going to give this section here, and this section is going to stay flat white. Now this section here is going to come over green and just be a solid green. We're not going to have any windows in the kitchen. I don't want anything like that going on. Just a solid panel on this side. Oh boy, I'm too short for this. Okay, and then I give it a white bezel here, and we'll just bring that bezel all the way down. I'm gonna have to go to sleep unless somebody else does. I'm kind of hoping somebody else does. Okay, we're gonna go to sleep because it's dangerous out here. It's not already placed down. I was wondering when I came up and there's no bed on the roof. I've been keeping my work bed on the roof because this is where I look out and look down on the stuff as I build things quite a bit. So, yeah, it just normally stays up here. we have lots of walls to do. We'll also have to do something fancy with the roof. I don't know if I want it just be flat and boring. It's kind of lame as far as roofs go. Let's see, we'll go up, and then I want to encase this in just like before. And then, now that looks good. Look at that. We will also line the building up correctly. Okay. Let's see here. Can I just, for the time being, awesome, perfect. I needed that. Let's just see if we can run out of concrete as we make this wall 3 blocks thick. It'll bring it all the way back over here, and as we do that, we match the shape. It should cover up this, but we will have to break some of this glass out, I think, to connect this properly. We'll come to this corner in a minute when we get there. However, for now, I need to get my inventory figured out. Concrete, because I don't have no concrete. We also want to look at this on the inside real quick, see how this looks, because yeah, that's the ticket right there. That is what this room needed, was just a pop of color. And I was thinking some colored things in these like flowers and stuff, maybe just here and there to give it some sort of ornate design across maybe the top section. Just every other one have some sort of treasure item or something, like a, I don't know, a gold ingot or a diamond or something, just in each one, just for the little bit of color that it adds. We're gonna grab just a little bit more of that, a little bit more of that. Should be fine on the black. I haven't used it yet. Not really too sure what I'm gonna do for the black either. We are going to get some more windows and stuff put in. There isn't gonna be like too massively many of them. I have a lot of stuff decorating the walls and such. However, we'll see what I can come up with. Without further ado, though, I'm going to see you guys in a few seconds when I have a little bit of progress done on these exteriors. Okay, so we've made some decent headway. We've got a lot of trim on, we've got several wall spots opened up. Look at those windows. I even put some inside green trim around them without giving it too much texture on these ones. They're just going to be deep windows, and then I have really nice solid wall on this side. I've kind of done some roof trim a little bit, just giving it some texture and kind of some coloration. We've also added in some cables, and that is what we're officially calling them. I've got to hook up, I have an idea for like a little power conduit kind of hook up to where it looks like they're being plugged into the building. And I think this wall here needs some love, and then maybe something right here, just because it's not too detailed on this side either. So maybe something on each side, maybe even something right here. Who knows? It depends on how big the little connector conduits. I think they're just going to be made out of like iron and gold blocks and kind of looking bulky and like massive. And then I got to get a bunch of glass. I think we're going lime. I like the holographic kind of lime texture to match the beacon. We're going to go with a glass balcony border all the way around. Just going to have to get rid of this sand strip here so it doesn't connect, and it'll reconnect there, and this will be the patio. And then I need just decorations out here and such to actually give it furniture. It's not decorated on the outside. The upstairs here won't really be accessible to I don't think I'll put anything right here, really. If I do, it'll be like a helicopter pad or something. I don't know. I think that'll pretty much cover it. Once the glass borders are down and I have all the glass in place, I think I'm gonna settle being done with the outside for now. We're gonna move on to some other projects in the area and get some other buildings built up because I am rather happy with how this has come to be. It's really just come out of my brain. It's like straight out of my brain. I don't even know. It's just kind of random hodgepodge thrown together. I took a modern science-y theme to a manor and made it my own mansion. It's kind of like a kid just grew up and got a bunch of play toys and fanciful things are going to be spread around. I want a lot of redstone contraptions just doing the stuff and things. I think we're also going to collect like test tubes and such to decorate. This room here is going to be like the mob research room. I'm going to put some fish tanks with some different fish, each in their own little test tube, maybe an auto sheep farm for a wool collection for a few little things in the center maybe, and then I might even put a couple more down there to make it look like I'm researching in the basement even. And we will also be setting up maybe like a few axolotls. I might make it a goal to collect like each of the axolotls as a pet, put into a fish tank, and maybe even a few other ocean creatures. I think the happy gas makes it possible that I might even be able to put a nautilus or something in this room here, and I could just pick it up out of the ocean and drop it into a fish tank, maybe get it set up to where it's on display and being researched as like an ancient creature that's been discovered or something. I don't know. The ideas in my brain are unfolding as the place comes together, and it is looking fantastic more and more as I do things. I'm super happy with how it's coming out. I'm gonna keep on finishing this up, and then I will see you guys once it's actually completely done, or at least completely done for now. There's going to be updates in the future to it. We'll be buying more decorations here and there from the shopping districts areas and such, but I want to kind of get this up to a wrapping up point where I can kind of be happy with how it looks for now, and I want to finish this up next. This is our next project. The greenhouse is going to be a lot simpler in design. The most complicated part of it is going to be the glass roof, because I wanted to kind of do a stained glass roof and do some sort of color design with it. I'm not really too sure yet. We'll figure it out. And honestly, it needs to be finished. It's so close to being done wall wise. I really only have the walls and the roof to do, and then the lighting needs to be finished and fixed up. And don't worry about all the sea lanterns. We'll be cleaning those up. The lighting on top of the roof is probably going to be horrible. I'm thinking that I can probably mix in some lights and hide it underneath like moss for some of these here and make it kind of glow a little. And I might end up putting some like redstone lamp type things, decoration boxes around the edges or such. I don't know. We'll figure out how to light this roof up, because currently I am a mob trap if I take these sea lanterns away, and I'm looking at a corner right there that even looks terrible because I actually expanded this out a couple blocks, and that is a couple blocks too far for that darkness there. So yeah, we'll get rid of the sea lanterns. We'll get it actually properly lit up. For now though, I need to get it structurally sound, and that comes in the form of me just getting this to at least an area that I look semi-presentable with my house itself, because I would like to not look like just a blank white box in the middle of the desert. It's kind of boring. We have the overview map website that we can go to and see like the overview map of the world, and my house is so boring to look at on there. This might give it some color, some texture, and a little bit of pop even. I don't know. We'll see once it's done. I think this is my favorite wall out of the interior so far. It's very simple and it just goes really well, and I think if I could put some like display ornaments right there, that would just add to it a little bit more. Might clutter it up a little bit, but at the same time, may just do like one or two, not like the whole section across. At least not until we start running out of space everywhere in this house. We should have plenty of room for all the things for quite a while. I got barrels that I'm not even using that are mostly just decoration going on, and armor stands that need armor still. I got all kinds of stuff happening everywhere, so we'll see what I can get into. For now, I'm gonna finish this up, and we'll see you guys in a second. Oh, well, I can say I'm very happy with how this came out. It's decorated inside all the way around. It's got nice exterior walls. I got the banister going on. We are happy with this. My cables are oxidizing, and that's okay. We'll let them oxidize, age a little bit. I did do some outside patio decorations, but I do believe we are going to call this done for now and start working on some other projects in the next episodes. I am happy with how this looks so far. There is some stuff to do to it still and things to add to it still. I got to do some lighting and change that up and get the sea lanterns going. But for now, this is nice. This is giving me space and working areas to do all kinds of stuff with. So we're gonna give this a break and call it done. And we're probably gonna start in on finishing this up. I got a glass dome to do, a village to repopulate and reorganize even. So we're gonna focus on some other projects. I do hope you guys had fun figuring out this episode for me. I do apologize for the time in between episodes. I just want to make sure that I get as much good content on here as possible. I don't play on the server very often, but when I do, it's always a fun time. And I definitely look forward to getting back on and working on my projects. So every so often there will be another video on here. I can't say I have a certain schedule for these, but I do have fun with them. I hope you guys enjoyed too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, have fun, be safe, watch out for bears, and I'll see you guys next time.